Stephen A.
Well, I just love watching Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I think the brother's a superstar. I told y'all what he was going to do tonight. He went out there, he did it. They advanced
at the top of this league. Giannis was just absolutely unreal down the stretch of the.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Shooting for the Stars podcast with y'all's one and only host. Y'all guys already know. Christmas time. I should hear the jingle bells. Cameron Williams. And as y'all guys already know, NBA in-season cup action tomorrow. We got the Oklahoma City Thunder, who is 20-5 right now, who is also the number one seed in the West, going up against the rejuvenated Milwaukee Bucks, who are sitting at 14-11 on the year, sitting at fifth in the Eastern Conference right now, you guys. And I'll make it real quick. I'm just giving y'all a quick preview for tomorrow before I get into it. If y'all are a real member, if y'all are a true member of Shooting for the Stars podcast, you guys, come on. If y'all mess with me, like, comment, and subscribe, you guys. And turn on post notifications. Y'all want to hear more sports and daily uploads just like this, you guys. We are on the road to, as y'all guys know, 1,000 subscribers. I can absolutely not do this without you guys. I mean, seriously, we came a long way, and the channel's growing. I'm growing with y'all, and I'm here for y'all to watch me grow, man, and we grow together here on Shooting for the Stars podcast. But enough with all that rambling. Y'all guys know what we do. We getting straight to the content. Let's go.
One eternity later.
So as we all know, Milwaukee Bucks and OKC taking on each other tomorrow for the NBA in-season Cup championship game live in Vegas at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And I want to start off with OKC first real quick, man. Like I said, this team right here, after defeating the Houston Rockets, but coming into that game, both of those teams right there were the two best defensive units in the league. Make no mistake about that. OKC Eldo is number one defensive team in the league right now, almost through every category, with allowing a 111.4 defensive rating, and also coming into the game tomorrow, the Oklahoma City Thunder, they're only allowing on opponents allowing 103.5 points per game, which is first in the NBA. That is insane. I mean, those guys are absolutely locking stuff down. They're playing passing lanes well. Even without Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein, and he was the big reason why they came out that game against Houston with a big time win, shutting down Alfred Sengun, one of our H-Towns, our best bigs. We call him, who do we call Sengun? We call him Baby Jokic, because he's able to make all the passes and play in the high post and PNR, set screens, roll, bring the ball up, just like who? Nikola Jokic, the three-time MVP. But it shut him down, man. Made him go 5 for 13 from his field goal attempts. Forced 5 turnovers out of Sengun. I mean, it was a rough game, and like I said, but OKC, they really have the blueprint. That's what I like about OKC, man. And here's the thing people fail to realize about this team, man, about this Oklahoma City Thunder team. That yes, we look at SGA. He is third in points per game this year. He's averaging about 30.3 points per game. He's third. Giannis is the league scorer, the league leader right now, averaging 32.7 points per game this year. But guys, here's the thing. Here's the main thing. The Thunder have the third best offense thus far with 115.2 offensive rating this year. They're top 5 in pace. And not only that, and the way they push the ball in transition, they push the ball in transition at an 82% rate, which is the 6th highest in the NBA up to this point this year. And like I said, they're pretty much number one defensively all across the board. They're sound. They don't give up a lot. They have really long guys that have a good range. You think about Luang's Dort. We hear how many times people say he's built like a linebacker. Of course, Jay Will, who can get up there and press guys and get after in his own right. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 6'7" guard. He's not a small guard. And, he can really, not only that, that's great. And I'm going to talk about SGA a little bit at the end of this video, you guys. And of course, the biggest addition to me was Isaiah Hartenstein. Of course, don't forget about Alex Caruso, who many people thought the Los Angeles Lakers should have brought back after their championship run, but they got so impatient and set up for Russell Westbrook. Don't even get me started on that, you guys. But, y'all guys are still what I'm saying. This OKC team is very dangerous. This is a legit team. And last year, they really harped on, you heard SGA say that loss in the second round against, the Dallas Mavericks, man, that really hurt him because he felt like, they didn't accomplish enough. He felt like they let the city down, and all he worked this offseason, working, getting better, played, competed for his country of Canada this year for the Olympics. But, this young man was working all summer, man, from the times like this. Now, here he is, even though it's not the finals, it's not the playoffs, it's going to be something close to it. The intensity level is going to be high, and you're going up against a really good veteran team. And as far as for the Milwaukee Bucks, man, like I said, they're going to need for their path to victory because they are underdogs in this game. Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo, you guys, cannot be enough. I'm sorry. It just can't. You can't expect to sit out here and outrun and outplay this young and gunning and fast team like that with just your, even though Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo are the highest scoring duo this season in the NBA, like I said, they are like I said, you're gonna need more. You're gonna have to. It's not gonna come down. A lot of people think it's gonna come down to SGA and Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't think it's gonna come down to that. I think the difference in tomorrow night's game is going to simply come down to the supporting cast, the guys around them, the guys who don't get enough talk, or don't get enough reward and talk for their efforts. Okay, guys like, for me, AJ Green, guy like AJ Johnson, Bobby Portis, Chris Middleton, for a long time, who's made a name for himself as being one of the best mid-range scorers in our game. Okay, Brook Lopez, we know what he can do. We're going to need him to get after, because you can best believe that Isaiah Hartenstein is going to be matched up. It's going to be matching with him and Giannis Antetokounmpo. And here's the biggest thing for me. Here's what the Bucks have. They have a mismatch. Expect Giannis Antetokounmpo, 6'11" behind, 265-pound, but to be absolutely the biggest player on the floor tomorrow. Make no mistake about that. And with no Chet Holmgren, you can expect Isaiah. At least I'm assuming that Isaiah Hartenstein could be on him a lot. This game, we can expect him to really be on it, follow him a lot, to try to slow him down, because you're not going to stop him. But, they can just slow him down. And, of course, for Damian Lillard, I expect him to trap Dame, sitting there, probably put Dort on him, a big body, somebody to really slow him down a little bit, make it tough to get around him, force him to take some bad shots, because he's a big physical presence. We know how he comes. And but to me, it's gonna come down to it's gonna come down to who won. Of course, it's gonna come down to who wanted more, and it's gonna come down to which coach puts their team and puts their players in the best position to succeed. Because we know OKC, like I said, man, they've done a phenomenal job at that all year, man. I mean, shout out to that staff. I mean, the rebuilding process was absolutely insane. I mean, ever since they traded Paul George, man, and got all those picks and got a young SGA and Danilo Gallinari from the Los Angeles Clippers, man. I mean, seriously, this is why teams rebuild right here, but not just rebuild, because you can rebuild, and the rebuild can be 8-9 years, can never go right or never happen at all. But you have to rebuild the right way, and this team really rebuilt it the right way. They got good young pieces who they can build around. They develop them right, and now you're starting to see them become stars, in their own right. And for the Bucks, they defeat the Atlanta Hawks. Last thing for the Bucks, they defeat the Atlanta Hawks 110-102. Shut down Trae Young, who's been on fire the last 10 games, man. I believe averaging about 31 points the last 10 games, shooting 41% from three. He's been outstanding. Make no mistake about that. And the Bucks, they were able to knock them off the map in the semi cup. Like I said, with that being said, you guys, who I see winning this game, I'm gonna have to take OKC. I'm going to take OKC tomorrow to win it. Why? Like I said, they're young, and they're not really making a lot of mistakes. Milwaukee, they're not making a lot of mistakes. They're really not. And the main thing is that you see, Milwaukee, how do they win? What are their wins mostly? What does their diet consist of? Damian Lillard going off for 35, 40, or who? Giannis Antetokounmpo going off for 45, 50. You guys are seeing what I'm saying? But it's not really, almost kind of like the Lakers. We know we have LeBron. We know we got Anthony Davis. But who else? Who else? You guys are seeing what I'm saying, you guys? I mean, look, almost kind of like the Clippers. We could bring the Clippers in, for example. Look at the Los Angeles, not the Clippers, the Philadelphia 76ers. You guys take them for an example. And, they haven't even got the most out of them, out of these guys. Paul George, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, still not enough. Heck, you can't even get those guys on the floor. Joel Embiid just got hurt again, broke a little bone in his face. Lord help that young man. So you see, guys are seeing what I'm saying? When you look at OKC, you guys, there's not really you can't really say that OKC, y'all can't see that they have multiple stars, because the only star on this team really is SGA. And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be like, let me clear this up before y'all be like, Ken, what the heck are you talking about? Yes, he is. Think about it. Chet Holmgren is on his way to being a star, not there yet. Jay Wills is a very solidified secondary player alongside the star in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Are we saying Jay Will is his own star? No, we're not. He's not even an all-star. Phenomenal player, though. You got to have a player like him to be on a championship team, okay? Carson Wallace, a great 3-and-D guy, a guy who's going to give you his all every possession, all 100 possessions. Luangs Dort, he was a big part of their playoff run last year. A guy who's built again. I say built like a linebacker. You know, you would think he play. You would think he played for the Baltimore Ravens, man. Y'all gotta see what I'm saying. Another great 3-and-D guy, Isaiah Joe, a guy who can come off the bench and give you a nice solid 12 to 15 points, win hot, and is a streaky 3-point shooter. Okay, so they just got Alex Caruso. You know, one of the biggest pickups for me, trading Josh Giddey, getting rid of Josh Giddey, letting him go become, you know, the number one option over there in Chicago, and for therefore bringing him, because he was never going to be underneath SGA, not Josh Giddey. No, he was not either. And then going to bring in Alex Caruso, a 3-and-D guy, a guy who knows his role, a guy who played championship basketball, of course, alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis not too long ago, and a guy who's a star in his own role. And look at how they're playing, and look how the pot is really boiling now. You smell all the seasonings, and we're only halfway, not even halfway through the season yet, and you're already starting to smell the aroma, the fresh aroma in the room, you know, from the Oklahoma City Thunder. And as far as for the Bucks, I'm proud of them too, because it seems like they're starting to turn their season around. You guys, it does. I mean, this is a Bucks team that came out there and started off the season. They looked very lackluster, looked like they weren't serious about their goals, winning championships, was playing around, and looking at them now, them boys look all but serious now, and look like they're trying to, you know, turn their season around. They're getting out their own fortune, which is great to see. But again, I said they're going to need some more guys to step up along this run if they want to make more happen. But with that being said, you guys, I'm going to end it with that. Y'all guys let me know who should come out victorious tomorrow in the NBA In-Season Cup Championship between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And y'all let me know who's the difference, and who's going to be the difference in this game. Is it going to be a star? Is it going to be a role player? And y'all guys let me know. Y'all guys let me know what y'all want to hear next in the comment section down below. If you made it to the end of this video, please leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, as I love bringing y'all guys daily content, you guys. And y'all guys know how we get here on this podcast. Y'all let me know what y'all want to hear next. Turn post notifications on if y'all want to see more episodes just like this. And with that being said, I will see y'all on another episode on Shooting for the Stars podcast, you guys, with y'all's one and only host, Cameron Williams.